Trump. So I am encouraged.
Daniela, I request you to stay on with me. I'll come back to you. Now, according to U.S. officials, the United States is weighing new actions against Venezuela, including options to overthrow President Nicolas Maduro. Covert operations could be the first step, though timing and scope remain unclear. Washington has deployed an aircraft carrier strike group, warships, and F-35s to the Caribbean amid rising concerns over drug trafficking. The U.S. plans to designate the Cartel de los Soles a foreign terrorist organization, accusing Maduro of leading it. However, Maduro has denied any links to drugs and says differences with Washington should be resolved through diplomacy. Meanwhile, airlines are canceling flights after the FAA warned of heightened military activity in Venezuelan airspace. And I, of course, have my guest Daniela Bloom, political commentator, joining me from Los Angeles in California. Daniela, how do you see this?
I think when commercial airlines pull away from a country's coastline, it's pretty serious. It's sending a message. And Trump is sending a message. With Maduro, I mean, he's one to talk about diplomacy when he has been so corrupt with his own leadership. Trump has every right to protect U.S. interests. It is a known fact that Venezuela has ties to Iran, to Russia, to China. There's Hezbollah cells in Latin America. These are all U.S. adversaries. And Trump is not going to wait for a problem to act. He's going to be proactive, and it's working.
Daniela, now this is, of course, regarding drug trafficking. Would you be able to explain to our viewers how much of a concern this really is in the United States?
It's a great concern. We've had a fentanyl crisis for the last several years, whether it's through ships or illegal immigration, and these numbers cannot be ignored. Trump has secured the borders. He has zero tolerance, especially if you're an illegal alien who's committed a crime. And this is why he was voted into office. We want strength again. We want to be taken seriously. We've been taken advantage of for far too long. And we have our citizens and our children to think of. So from Iran to China to Russia to Hezbollah to the real drug cartel crisis, it's more than enough for Trump to flex his muscles and ensure that Maduro step in line.
And Daniela, my final question to you is that the U.S. is, of course, weighing its options when it comes to overthrowing President Nicolas Maduro. How do you see that?
Well, we will see what happens. Trump will negotiate with everyone, from Kim Jong-un to Xi Jinping to Qatar, and most recently, our mayor, our newly elected communist mayor of New York, Mamdani, and Zohan Mamdani. So if Trump, his motivation is to get a deal done that benefits the U.S. and its citizens. And he is willing to sit down with Maduro if Maduro will sit down and be serious about being accountable. But if he is not accountable, Trump will be weighing his options.
Thank you, Daniela, for joining me on the broadcast. And now at least 10 people were killed and dozens injured after a tourist bus overturned